Are you tired of it looking like your mom takes all of your photos? Yeah, we all know how that goes. Are your friends sick of your surprise half-faced selfies? Nobody wants to see the bats in your booger cave. Have your followers had enough of your dog, food, workout, coffee, and duck-faced photos on your Instagram? You know who you are. Becky. Stop wasting time on those generic photos and listen up because Boom has some tips for you.
What is up? It is Boom Howard, and welcome back to another episode of Tuesday Tips. I know, long time no see. Work is kind of taking up my time. But on this episode of Tuesday Tips, I want to go back to photography again. I've done a lot of things on photography, from third lines to the golden hour rule, and today I want to talk about something I touched on in my thumbnail Tuesday Tips. I want to talk about leading lines. That's what I want to talk about today, so let's get into it, shall we? So leading lines in photography. The best way to explain what leading lines are is they're either man-made lines or natural lines that lead your eye into the focal point of what you're trying to grasp, what you're trying to capture in that photo. So, for example, the fence line right here, that's a leading line into me. In this photo, how are you, Copper? How are you doing? This leading line is bringing your eye into me. Copper, are you okay, boy? What? What do you want? Don't you jump on me. Hey, Copper. Okay, how are you, young man? This fence line is a leading line that's leading you into the focal point of this video. Me, I'm the focal point of this video. You can use that technique in your photography, in your photos. You can use railroad tracks are the best example I've ever heard of when it comes to leading lines. If you want to take a picture of a train, use the tracks as a leading line into that train. You can also use nature trails, you can use roads, you can use bridges, you can use buildings. There are a lot of lines if you start looking around. Nature doesn't make straight lines, but it can make leading lines. Leading lines do not have to be straight. They stem on a rose. That's a leading line into that rose, that end beautiful flower bud. That's a leading line. These lines make the eye naturally be drawn. You can control what people see inside your photos. You can control how people look at your photos. I'm getting excited because this is so cool. I love how you can take a photo and you can control how people look at it. You can control what people see and where they look and how they get to it by using leading lines. This is an amazing tip, an amazing aspect in photography. I love leading lines. I use a lot of leading lines when it comes to my thumbnails, when it comes to my photos, when it comes to my videos. I use third lines, I use leading lines when it comes to that. I use a lot of, you can see a lot of it in my building with booms and my boom fishing. If you look closely, you see those leading lines. I may not do it where it's plain as day. That's not the point. Sometimes you don't want your leading lines so visible like this fence. This fence is naturally there. You might not even notice this being a leading line right here. This is leading your eye right to me. Along with the fence over there is leading it right to me. I'm narrowing your eyes in to me. I did that on purpose. Use this tip. This tip will make your photography skills go over the top because you can control how people look at your photos, and that is a skill that a lot of people will love to have. Use this tip and let me see some of the photos you've used while using this tip. I love leading lines. It's my favorite, one of my favorite things in photography. So my Twitter, my Instagram, all my stuff is down there. Tweet at me, tag me in stuff that you've used using this technique, your photos. Let me see them. I would love to see them. That's all I have for this Tuesday Tips. Use your leading lines. Learn how to have something come off frame and come and lead to that focal point of your video sitting on a third line. That's right. So, that's all I have for this episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. I am out of here. See ya. Yo, man, dang, Bye, man. Copper. Okay, I will pet you now.